Hey, it's Matt Webley here. In this video we're going to talk about best side hustles in 2025 and 2026, okay? So I think there's a particular best side hustle that I think you should make your first hustle over time if you can, quitting your job and all that stuff, because the reality is you're not going to get rich working for somebody else. And whilst there is a place for a job, I get it, you've got to pay your bills and you feel like there's some safety and security there, and honestly the ups and downs of entrepreneurship's not for everybody, I get that. But for most people, if you actually want to build wealth, you want to build a better future, a more resilient future against whatever's coming, then you've got to build a business. And you call it a side hustle, call it income stream, call it business, call it what you want. The bottom line is you've got to build a business. So what do I think the best side hustle for 2025, 2026 is? Well, you guessed it, if you've been watching my videos, you know that I'm going to say building a software as a service business. And I'll tell you why it's the best business model right now. It's because normal people couldn't do it last year. You couldn't do it last year because last year you would have needed a lot of money, you would needed technical access to technical expertise that you weren't able to get access to or couldn't afford. And I'm not saying everybody watching this, but probably most people, most normal people that's living month to month, that's not super flush, wouldn't have been able to afford to invest in building a software as a service business. And then the other options like learn to code or partner up with a coder, well, that's easier said than done, and it's definitely not worth doing these days. So why do I think that building a software as a service business is the best side hustle and main hustle in 2025, 2026? Because all of the problems with business models that maybe you've tried before, if you've tried to make money in the past and not managed to make it work, well, it's probably, or there's a good chance that you're not the reason for why it didn't work. Most things are suboptimal. For example, a lot of people talk about affiliate marketing. Hey, it's the first money I made online. There's nothing wrong with affiliate marketing, but it's like you're simplifying the process. Affiliate marketing is where you send sales to somebody, I'll call them a merchant, send sales to somebody that's selling something and they pay you a commission for it. Well, that's all right. There's a bunch of downsides to it, and I can say this having done it at the highest level on the merchant and the affiliate side. All right, you're controlling the traffic. Well, that's the hardest bit. That's the hardest bit. And you're sending it to somebody else to convert. Maybe they convert it, maybe they don't. Maybe you get paid, maybe you don't. Maybe there's cross-browser tracking issues, so you never get, you sent a legitimate sale, they want to pay you for it, but they don't even know it's you that sent it. You're not building an asset you can sell. You're not building, it's just taking one part of the process, traffic generation, maybe with a little bit of pre-selling, and you get paid accordingly. You're putting yourself in the flow of traffic between a consumer and something that they're buying, and you're getting a commission for it. Okay, it's got advantages. Like, you don't have to build out a product or service and do any customer service and all that stuff. So it's all right for some people when they're just getting started out. But for most people, you're not building an asset that's scalable or saleable. SaaS is. You build a software as a service product using AI. See, that's the thing now, you can use AI to do it. But you build a software as a service product, you've got an actual brand. And it can be faceless, run by a single person, built by AI nowadays, as of this year, not as of 5 years ago or 3 years ago or 2 years ago, but right now you can build it entirely with AI. So you, as a single person founder, can become a single person founder, which wasn't a possible thing. It wasn't possible before. So you're ahead of the curve. There's an AI wave that's kind of doing this, and people that are early and ride the wave are going to get rich with it. People that ignore it and bury their heads in the sand until it's too late are just going to get swallowed alive by it. It's going to take your safe and secure job in 5 years' time or 3 years' time or whatever it is. You're going to get replaced by AI. So what I'm saying is, look, use it now to build a real business that's tried and tested. Software as a service, it's not new. It's been around since the dawn of the internet, near enough. 25 plus years for sure. I don't know exactly when the first software as a service was ever released, but I know I've been a customer of some stuff from 1998 and before that. So, like, I'm not now, but like, I know that software as a service is approaching 30 years old. It's a tried and tested business. When you look at the growth curve of software as a service, which is simple subscription-based software, like Netflix is like software as a service, but the content is what the end user gets. Software as a service typically solves one problem really well for an ideal customer profile or a certain customer avatar. So, for example, if you're in a B2B niche, so that's business to business, you sell to other businesses, you might need some software to help you facilitate that process. Well, that could be your SaaS that you sell to that business to help them sell to the other business, if you get what I mean. But the beauty of it is it's subscription based, so people pay every month. They become a customer this month, and if they're happy with it, they're a customer next month, but you don't have to sell them again. And it's very easy to sell them because you can give them a free trial, so they actually get to try your software. But year on year, SaaS does this. Like, I don't know if that's the right way for you or that's the right way for you, but it's an upward growth curve. Go search software as a service sales, projected sales over the next decade. Like, even though AI is going to absolutely disrupt the space and decimate it for a lot of people, it's still going to be a massively growing industry, because until AI can do everything, people are still going to want SaaS. Obviously, at some point in the future, things will change, but now, over the next 1, 2, 3, 5 years, you could probably build a business in the software as a service space from scratch with no technical knowledge, no deep pockets, and actually have a saleable, scalable asset, a real life business that sells subscriptions by giving away free trials 24/7, even while you sleep. Yes, that's cliche for internet marketers to say that, but like, I've done all the different business models, near enough. Affiliate marketing, monetizing communities, YouTube. Before this, YouTube, I had a 25,000 plus subscriber YouTube channel. Like, I print on demand, selling on Amazon, private label, online arbitrage, you name it, I've done it. Selling on eBay, like, I've done it, I've done them all. And trust me, software as a service, remotely run, you can run it from anywhere in the world, from a laptop or from your phone or whatever. It's mostly a passive business once it's set up, especially using AI to do it, because it can sell subscriptions for you 24/7 whilst you sleep, from anywhere in the world. You're killing your exchanging time for money slave job, and you're replacing it, hopefully, with your side hustle that becomes your main hustle, which is your own software as a service business. And I have countless clients that have now built software as a service from scratch, full feature software that should have took 2-3 years to build, should have cost 200-400 grand to build in dev costs, and that is 100% like, been there, done that, got the t-shirt. I've used human devs, I know how expensive it is, and they've built it in like 2 months, like what should have took 2-3 years, and hundreds of thousands of dollars with no code, not a drop of code. They've all got access to my coders, my coding coaches, and they're 20 plus year experienced devs have not had a single line of code touched by any of my devs. So it's like, you can now be a non-technical, no code founder building a business in a growing industry. You don't need the technology, you don't need to know how to use AI. You don't need to have any entrepreneurial experience, not really, as long as you've got somebody to guide and coach you, which, if you're interested in working with me, there's a link down below. And you can build a real business that solves a real problem that people are happy to pay for, not once, but time and time again. So, honestly, if you're looking at affiliate marketing, drop shipping, which I've done loads of that too, private label, print on demand, KDP, insert business model here, I can guarantee to you that whatever it is, it's suboptimal, because it's not in a proven industry that's growing massively, and everything has just been disrupted. Normal people can now do it. You can now do it. You couldn't do it before. It was too expensive, too slow to do, too much frustrating moving parts that you couldn't master, too much technical ability needed. Now you can just speak natural language to the AI and bang out some banging software in about 2 months, full featured. You could do it in a few weeks if it was a more simple tool, but like something that rivals stuff that's been around 5-10 years, you could do it in 2.5 months. So it's like, why would you not build a real business that's got exit value as well? See, the thing is, investors like to buy SaaS businesses because of the recurring revenue. Every month, it's a predictable amount of money. Even if you're getting more cancels than you are joins, it's still predictably going down, or hopefully it's growing and it's predictably going up, or it predictably goes sideways. What you don't get with software as a service businesses is, I don't know, like tons of sales one month and then no sales the next. No, you got tons of sales one month, as long as they don't cancel, and they're not all going to cancel in one go anyway, you're getting tons of sales the next month and you didn't do any selling. But obviously you continue to push your software out there and get more subscribers, and the idea is it grows and compounds over time in a way that no other business model really does. No physical stock needed, no staff needed anymore. AI does it all for you, and all you've got to do is just put together the pieces and build what I consider to be the best side hustle for 2025, definitely 2026, and without a doubt 2027. It's multi-stepped enough that it will stand the test of time until AI takes us all out, Skynet destroys us, and then we're all screwed anyway.